Now it's time to step into a whole new world with one of the largest global platforms dedicated to immersive virtual and augmented reality content, Little Star. And joining us now to give us the scoop is the company's CEO, Tony Mugavero. And forgive me, did I pronounce your last name correctly?
Mugavero.
Mugavero. So virtual reality, I remember a couple years back they had the big rollout here, Samsung, with the glasses, and everyone's saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
Right.
It still seems like it's on its way. When does it really take over, or will that not happen?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's probably taken longer than people have expected. And analysts, put out these huge projections, and that's what we all kind of hope for, but consumer behavior is really hard to change. And so there's still movement, it's growing, but it's just not that hockey stick growth yet. So form factors need to get lighter, it needs to be easier to use and consume. There's a lot of friction for setting it up and making sure that you have the right drivers installed and things like that, and the expense is still a little high for general consumers, but PlayStation has done a really good job at bringing the price down. They've sold 4 million units of their VR headset. Oculus Go has done a very good job at bringing their cost down to a more consumer price point. So some headsets came out with close to $1,000, and that just wasn't another device that a consumer needed in their life at that price point. So I think we're starting to see that shift now, and the tools are there, the content is coming, the creation and the storytelling all have to kind of converge into this all boats rise scenario in conjunction with the prices coming into a place where consumers feel comfortable with that. So yeah, I think we're now starting to see that shift really happen. It's been the last few years have really been kind of knocking the rust off, or the dirt off of like what was essentially a beta, a large scale beta.
And we were just showing WWE footage that they're sort of getting into VR. So as your company has moved through the past few years, I mean, if I can ask, how have you survived and sort of made money during that period of time? Because you do need, when you have a budding technology like this, you need sort of those pioneers to come out there and help develop it. Right.
I think we noticed early on that mobile would be a big piece of getting consumers into immersive content and introducing them to that. So supporting 360-degree video initially for us was a strong strategy. You can view that in a VR headset. You can view that outside of a VR headset. In addition to that, the most modern smartphones on Android and iPhone have more dedicated support for augmented reality. And so we opened up the platform to support additional content types around augmented reality. And with WWE, that presented an interesting opportunity because they are very innovative in terms of their content that they're creating. And they gave us this interesting content package, which included flat content, so just traditional that you would watch on a TV, 360 video, which was behind the scenes, getting close to the wrestlers at an event, so you could be in a VR headset, and then augmented reality holograms that we captured in partnership with Microsoft in their HCAP studio.
Yeah, I think that's what we saw on the kitchen table, the wrestlers on the kitchen table there.
You mentioned the importance of kind of the price point of where consumers really get excited, so maybe it does hockey stick eventually. What is that price point that you think would really change the entire landscape in terms of maybe the devices, being manageable and easy, but also I think at the end of the day it is about price.
For augmented reality, particularly on mobile devices, it's fairly easy. These devices we already pay for. They're critical to our everyday, so we already have them in our pockets. We're okay paying a little bit higher price point for those. Virtual reality devices are new devices in our lives. And so we already have computers, phones, tablets, TV, how many new devices can we cram into our lives? And so $200 seems to be kind of in that range of, that's not too far away from, I can do that. I can, drop $200 and add a new device in my life. And even if I don't use it all the time, it doesn't seem like it's that far out of the realm. It's still kind of in the, I'm the consumer that has enough disposable income realm.
Right.
But I know that most of the major hardware companies are working to push towards even a lower price point than that.
And on that note, we appreciate your being here, Little Star CEO Tony Mugavero.
Thank you.